Why are Blockbuster NFL free agency signings critical for fantasy football? Have you ever wondered how a single player move can shake up the entire fantasy football scene? Blockbuster NFL free agency signings are key to understanding this dynamic. When a high-profile player joins a new team, it can change their opportunity, role, and overall fantasy value. This shift is crucial for fantasy football managers looking to build competitive teams. First, let's look at how these signings can change a player's team and offensive system. If a player moves to a team with a more pass-heavy offense, they might see an increase in targets or carries. For example, a wide receiver traded to a team that favors short passes could rack up more receptions and yards after catch. This directly boosts their fantasy output. Next, consider how these signings alter the depth chart and competition. When a star running back or wide receiver leaves a team, it opens up more touches for other players. This can increase their fantasy value significantly. On the flip side, signing a new star can reduce opportunities for existing players, making it essential to monitor these changes closely. Quarterbacks play a central role in fantasy scoring. A free agent quarterback joining a team with better offensive weapons can improve their fantasy outlook. Similarly, a skilled player moving to a team with an improved quarterback situation can also benefit from this change. Now, let's talk about draft strategy. Knowing which players have changed teams helps fantasy managers adjust their draft boards. This way, they can target breakout candidates and avoid players whose roles might diminish due to new signings. In keeper and dynasty leagues, free agency signings are even more critical. These moves can affect long-term player value. Understanding how free agency changes a player's situation helps managers decide whom to keep or trade. Players who find themselves in more favorable situations can become valuable late-round picks or trade targets. It's also important to stay updated on free agency developments. Fantasy managers should track these changes to adjust their rankings and strategies before drafts and during the offseason. Blockbuster signings, like a top wide receiver moving to a new team or a running back switching offenses, can redefine fantasy football each year. For instance, a wide receiver traded to a team with a strong quarterback and a scheme that features him prominently can jump several rounds in drafts. Similarly, a running back stepping into a lead role after a teammate's departure can become a top fantasy asset. In summary, Blockbuster NFL free agency signings are critical for fantasy football because they reshape player roles, team dynamics, and scoring opportunities. Understanding these changes directly influences fantasy performance and strategy, giving managers an edge in building their teams.